Hello, this is the Kiwi Master, and today we'll be doing a review of the denix SMLE Mark III. Now, first we'll do the things that I don't really like about the rifle, then we'll do the things I like about the rifle, and then I'll just talk about the history and if it has any historical inaccuracies. So, things I don't like. A. The butt stock has that sort of hatch. I'm not touching it because it's very hard to balance it like I've balanced it. You cannot open it. It is one piece with the stock, and this is not real brass. Second, the magazine does not work at all. Then, the adjustable sights do not work. Moving on. And one last thing. You cannot put original stripper clips, that is too small. And it comes with way too much grease. I'm serious, like I've got a ton of grease on my shirt just from touching it a few times. Next. So things I actually like about the rifle. A, it's a Lee Enfield. B, the fact that you can actually put original Lee Enfield mags and it will actually accept them. So in theory you could also put dud rounds. Oh, and I forgot to say this before, but things I don't like, that the barrel obstruction's about there. I think they could have made it about here, because I've cut down round. It's clearly a casing, but like that size, so it could actually, disclaimer, might get stuck. You can also mount real Lee Enfield bayonets on the front. The sights are okay to decent. Let's see. It's quite hard to align. Okay, whatever. Also, just be careful, always have a small hammer around, don't put too much force. This little pin, camera focus, there you go. Occasionally it will come out, so you have to hammer it back in. And then, historical inaccuracies. Here there's supposed to be a blast plate indicating the regiment number. Under the bolt, if I'm careful, on this metal strip, there should be a crown with the serial number and where it was produced. These shouldn't be here. You can put a piece of plastic right there so you can cover them. Too bad it fell over. That screw there should be two screws there instead. And nothing else that I'm aware of. Right. The mag release is here, and alright, general perspective of the rifle. I think that it's okay to reasonably priced. On the denix website, they put it at $268, but I found it for $178 at a little small French store, because you can't actually buy directly from denix. So you have to buy from a supplier. Another thing, I mean, it's stupid, but it's funny. It's hard to do with one hand, but I've cocked it currently. And look what happens if I just release it. It just shoots forward. Backwards, sorry. But, yeah. Another thing that I quite like, I was expecting to have a much lighter finish. Instead it looks quite nice. Darkish wood, quite like it. Another thing, so now we'll talk about the history of the rifle. So the Lee Enfield was designed by James Paris Lee in 1907 and was adopted in 1907. It fought during the First World War, even though there was another Lee Enfield in production, but they hadn't had as many, so this went into battle. Very rugged, reliable, accurate rifle. Could hold 10 rounds in the magazine. as much as you'd think, the magazines were never intended to be used like we use magazines now. They were only taken out when maintenance was performed. Usually, you just mount stripper clips or put them in manually. Then it fought on. In the 20s, I think it got replaced by the number 4, or in the 30s, I'm not very sure about that one. But there are still examples of this rifle being used by militias in Afghanistan and in sort of places where there's a bit of chaos. I'm sure that in Lebanon there must be a bit. But over 17 million of these were produced. Quite a substantial amount. And yeah, that is my review of the denix Lee Enfield. I've been the Kiwi Master, and goodbye.